Howdy, my name is Travis. I'm the Vice President of Product and Marketing at KnowHow. And KnowHow is a tool designed to help you train and equip your staff better than you ever thought possible. We are in the business of making your team more competent and more confident by putting information at their fingertips when they need it most. Over the course of this video, we are going to do a deep dive into KnowHow's functionality. You are going to learn exactly what KnowHow is. You're going to experience what KnowHow is like for a team member out in the field. And then we're going to see how easy it is to get KnowHow set up and running in your organization. I'm going to walk you through all the important aspects of KnowHow, from creating SOPs and training to creating those step-by-step training guides for new team members in just a matter of seconds. So let's get started. And like a Christopher Nolan movie, what we're going to do is we're going to jump to the end first. And you're going to see what it's like for a team member out in the field experiencing KnowHow. And then we're going to work our way backwards and we'll show you exactly how we got there. And you would be shocked at just how simple and easy it is. Let's get started. All right, here we are in a KnowHow hub on my phone. Let's say I'm out on the job site, and KnowHow has all these processes here, but the easiest way for me to get the answers I'm looking for is just use our artificial intelligence-driven magic search. All I'm going to do is ask a question, the same question I might call my manager and ask, and just watch as Howie, our AI assistant, searches all these hundreds and hundreds of SOPs, documents, everything like that to give me the answer I need within seconds. Let's say I'm in a basement and I don't know how many air movers I need to fully properly dry out this basement. I'm just going to ask this question. How many air movers for 600 square feet? Hit search. And watch as KnowHow finds the right process and gives me the answer within seconds. It does the math for me. It finds the relevant SOP. You can see here, step 1, that's where it tells me that I want to use one air mover for every 50 to 70 square feet. Let's give it another. Let's say I'm out on a water loss and I don't know what category of water loss this is. I just describe the situation and then see if KnowHow can give me the answer. I'm on a water loss and the aquarium is overflowing. What category of water damage is this? Again, KnowHow's going to search all the processes. It's going to find this one, understand the categories of water damage, and it gave me the answer here. The overflowing aquarium would fall under category 2 water damage, known as gray water. Click in there, it's going to give me the breakdown of category 1, category 2, category 3. You can see here clearly category 2 is an aquarium. Within seconds, it gave me that answer and saved me from having to call my manager. Now, you might be saying, wow, that seems incredible, but I'm certain that takes months, if not years, to set up. Couldn't be more wrong. Just look at how long this video is. That long is how long it takes to get this fully set up and running. So now let's flip over to a brand new KnowHow hub, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is to get this environment set up for your company. All right, so what we're looking at here is a fresh KnowHow hub. As beautiful as snow that has never been trodden on before, but we are going to go from this fresh KnowHow hub with only 5 processes and not even a little logo to a fully robust hub that has all the information we want for our staff in their fingertips in a matter of seconds. How are you going to get there? There's going to be 4 ways that I'm going to show you that you can easily get SOPs into the hands of your staff, whether you have a bunch of SOPs ready to go or not. In fact, we kind of assumed maybe you didn't. So let me show you the first one, which we call our template library. This features over 1,000 templates for every aspect of doing a restoration job right at your fingertips. You can see here we've got vendors like Magic Plan, Core Logic, PSA that have created content specifically for their software. We have tons of equipment processes as well. Any one of these, for example, this Abatement Predator 750 air scrubber, This is created in order to help your staff use and maintain all of this software. It's got all the steps that you need in order to run it. You can import any of these. You can also, we've got tons of safety processes, contents, reconstruction, the whole gamut. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start at looking at what are some of the job functions we have. So we do a lot of mitigation at our company. And so you can see we've got some templates here on how to run a Cat 3 water loss. But in this case, we're just going to look at all mitigation templates. You could go line by line and import one. You could say, okay, we want to do on and off proper PPE. So I want to import that one. That looks good. Same with respirator, same with the fit tests. In this case, we're just going to select all of these and import them into our KnowHow hub. Super easy, just like this. All right, now that we've imported all of that mitigation content, we are on the software page, and I'm just going to look through some of the different softwares that we have. Obviously, we've got KnowHow, great choice, and so I'm going to select that. We also have Albiware and BuilderTrend as well. And then we also have CoreLogic's suite of products. So I'm going to just look for all of KnowHow's software processes featuring those tags. You can see here I have 97 templates available. And so I can click into any one of these. And again, it's going to show me step by step everything that's included. And in this case, I'm just going to select all these templates and then click that to import those as well. You can see within seconds, we have a very, very robust KnowHow process filled with incredible SOPs for every occasion. These are all written by seasoned experts in the restoration industry, if not by the vendors of the products themselves. But let's say you have some information you want to share with your team that's not in the KnowHow template library. Let's say, for example, you use QuickBooks and there's no KnowHow processes on how to use QuickBooks. You can also use our AI process creator to type the name of an SOP, such as how to create an invoice in QuickBooks, and then use our artificial intelligence to look on the internet to see if we can create that first version of a process for you. So here I'm just going to click this button, generate content, and it's going to create a process description for how to create an invoice in QuickBooks. We're going to go to the next page, and I'm going to click the same button, and it's going to fill out step by step everything I need to do to create an invoice in QuickBooks. This is a great option when you don't have hyper-specific to your individual location information you're trying to convey, but it's so helpful just to have step-by-step information for your team at their fingertips. You can see within seconds, while I was just blabbing away, it created this create an invoice in QuickBooks process that I can share instantly with my team. Just incredible. Let's say, however, though, it's not available easily on the internet to find out how do you create an invoice. Let's say, for example, you bought a Phoenix Air Remover or a Phoenix DryMax XL, and they gave you an equipment manual or a setup guide. You can use our document analyzer to scan any PDFs that you may have as well. In this case, we've got this Phoenix DryMax XL Quick Start Guide. And I'm going to open that, and it's going to read all the contents of that PDF and turn it into a step-by-step process right in front of us. No copy pasting, nothing like that required. KnowHow just reads the content and turns it into a step-by-step process that can be read and used in KnowHow. However, some of your documents might not fit neatly into an SOP such as that Phoenix Quick Start Guide. Let's say you've got operators manuals or guidelines from carriers, SLAs, things like that. There's another easy way for you to take that information and put it into the hands of your employees, and that's through Magic Docs. I'm going to click Upload, and then I'm going to go to this Phoenix DryMax manual. It's not a linear step-by-step process, but has a ton of really important information. All right, now that that's uploaded, we're going to come back to it later because you will see how everything we've just done, from importing all of those expert written templates to creating our own process from scratch to turning PDFs into processes to even having these big operators manuals, informs KnowHow's AI-driven magic search to connect your staff with all the answers they need within seconds. But let's say in the meantime, you want to share an SOP or a process with your staff. It's just as easy as finding the process or SOP. You can use the search, you can use our browse page, and then you've got a few options here. You can click this button to copy the code, or the URL, I should say, of this process, or you can assign it to the individual team member. Let's say it's mandatory that Travis on our team reviews and completes this safety process on how to use a forklift. I would click Travis. I would give this a due date of, let's say, tomorrow. I'd give any text, and I can say notify me when it's completed. Then I click that assign process. Travis is going to get an email and a notification on his mobile app that says, hey, Travis, you've just been assigned this process. So let's flip over to Travis's view, and you can see exactly what Travis sees and how easy it is for him to review and complete the SOP that we just sent him. All right, you can see that I'm now in Travis's mobile app, and if I'm on the notifications page, I have a notification that I've been assigned the process safely operate a forklift. I'm going to click that button to get started, and it's going to take me to the process, step by step, everything that I need to know to safely operate a forklift. So only get trained and certified. Yep, that looks good to me. There's a little plus button up in the top right corner you can see here. And what that does is give me the ability to upload any photos as well. So in a process on how to wear proper PPE or operate a face mask, I can upload photos of me completing that process as well. But I'm going to go through and mark all of these as complete. You can see there's photos here as well, links anywhere else on the internet. I can upload documents, embed videos. All of this is at my disposal so that I can easily get the information that I need within that process. Now we're going to flip over back to the manager view and see what it looks like for them. All right, I'm a manager, and if I click this Insights tab, this is going to show me all my employee activity in my hub. So you can see we have this little section where Travis completed safely operate a forklift. You can see here the exact time that Travis completed it. I can download a report with a record of when Travis completed it. As more and more of my staff use KnowHow, I'm going to see tons of information here. You'll see information on how much time and money you've saved, how many searches they've conducted, what are the things that they're searching for. You'll have an incredible understanding of how much value KnowHow is bringing your team and how your team is getting better trained and equipped because of KnowHow. So let's go back to that document that we uploaded here on the Phoenix DryMax manual. Now that I have this set up, I can ask it questions, and all of this information is going to be uploaded into KnowHow's AI that is ready to solve any questions that I have in a moment's notice. So you can see here, this is a giant PDF. There's a lot of information here. So what I can do is I can just ask it a question. I can say, what does an orange light mean? What it's going to do is going to read through the entire PDF and give me the answer and a citation as well. The orange light in the document indicates a flood error. Takes me to page 3 where it says control panel, orange means a flood error. So as I upload more documents and SLAs, it's just going to give me more and more access to all the information I need as an employee, whether I'm out on the job site or in the office, in order to do things the right way. Let's go through another example here. We just reviewed this process on how to safely operate a forklift. All these basic principles here. And so let's say, for example, this is an easy one, but let's say, for example, you know what? we're not going to give it an easy one. We're going to give it a hard one. So this step says understand the relevant OSHA standards here. Let's say I'm on a forklift and I want to know what OSHA standards are relevant. I can just ask, what OSHA standards are important when operating a forklift, and what do they say? It's going to read that process and it's going to give me the answer here. When operating a forklift, it's important to understand OSHA standard, in which it covers the requirements for all forklifts. Employer must ensure each forklift operator. So what it's done is, again, we've got hundreds of processes in our hub. And every time we add a new process, every time we upload a new document, the collective intelligence of our system gets smarter and smarter and smarter. So as you add carrier SLAs, as you get new operators manuals, this is just training your company's knowledge hub to be better and better equipped to handle employee questions out on the fly. One last thing that I want to show you is how to take all of these SOPs and processes and little bits of knowledge and turn it into structured, repeatable training for your staff through KnowHow's workflows functionality. And so you can see here, we're going to click this workflows button. And what this does is it allows us to create a playlist of processes in a specific order to a specific outcome. So I'm going to create my first workflow. And let's call it water technician training. We imported a lot of mitigation processes, so we will have lots to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click filter, and I'm just going to look for all of these mitigation processes that we imported alongside all our other ones. You can see here how to fill out a mitigation scope sheet, how to stop work. What we're going to do is we're going to create day one water technician training for a new water tech that just joined our company. And so let's say first I want to give them a scope of what do you do day one of a water mitigation loss. So I'm going to click that, drag it over here. Next, there's a few other processes that are important. Well, there's actually probably a lot, but fill out a water mitigation scope sheet. Let's select that. You can see here how to detach a toilet. Very important as well. Understand the categories of water damage. Clean respirator. You can see all this information here. I'm just going to take it and drag it in like this. It's going to build training for me, and I can assign specific dates here like this. All right, that's going on starting on the 19th. These ones will start on the 20th. All the way down. And what I'm doing is I'm creating repeatable training for new water techs. So whenever a new water tech joins our company, they are going to walk through this training, and I can set it up within seconds. Once this all looks good, I'm going to create what's called a repeatable workflow. Water tech level 1 training. I'm going to give it hashtag onboarding. Oh, try to spell it right. And I even assign a badge. What this does is when a worker completes this training, they will get a badge on their profile that shows, hey, I have officially completed water tech level 1 training. Now this is all done, we're going to go back to the workflows page, and any team member that joins, let's say I hire a new team member tomorrow named Pedro, and he is our first water tech that's going to go officially through this training. I'm just going to take Pedro, or in this case Travis, drag him and drop him onto this training here. I can customize the start date. Watch what happens when I do this. August 19th, August 20th, August 21st. Those are the dates we set. Let's say he starts on the 26th. Now all of those are going to change. And so it's dynamic based on the start date, but it's repeatable because we've predefined what that training looks like. If I click assign and continue, Travis is going to get an email that says, hey Travis, here is everything you need to know to become a water tech level 1. You can see what you're learning on what date. All the details are here. Of course, there's going to be a record as you go through it, and there's even testing attached to it. Also driven by artificial intelligence, so you don't have to create any tests from scratch. That will confirm Travis's competency as he goes through this training. In this short video, you have seen the power of KnowHow. You've seen how KnowHow can take SOPs from seasoned industry experts from vendors, how it can take documentation from operators manuals or SLAs and activate that information to answer employee questions out on the job site or in the office. You can also take that same information and use it to train and equip and standardize employees across different roles in your company so that everyone does things the same way and your staff operate more competently and confidently at the office or on the job site. That's the power of KnowHow, training and equipping your team in a dynamic and chaotic restoration industry. For more information on how you can use KnowHow to work more competently and confidently, head to tryknowhow.com.